Hey guys, today I will show you how you can easily create this type of presentation with Morph transition and active elements, icons linked to other slides that allow you to move from one slide to another. Very easy. So the first step for this presentation would be adding the images. So for this presentation I will use 5 slides. This is why I need 5 images. These are 5 random images I found on internet. So there we go. Now you need to decide the order of the images. So since we have 5 images, we'll need 5 slides. So creating a few more slides. And to make the image as a background, all we need to do is to cut the image. So you can simply cut the image or Ctrl X. So you cut the image. Then you go on the slide, click on Format Background, Picture or Texture Fill, select, and simply click on the Clipboard button. It will make the background of the slide the image that you had cut. So we need to do the same for the remaining of the slides. So we cut this. This will be our second slide. And we do the same with all 5 slides. There we go. I will copy the images once again here because we will need them to create some icons that will help us in the end to navigate through the slides. Okay. So what we need to do is make them square 1 to 1. We'll do that to all of them. That will make all the images of the same size. Now we select all the images, all 5 images, by Ctrl A. That will help to select all the elements. We go into Picture Format, Crop to Shape, and I will choose circle for this presentation. They're a bit too big, so let's make them smaller, 2.5. And place them here on the left of the first slide. We will arrange this later. So the next step is we will need to insert a rectangle, and I will use the rounded corner rectangle, and we'll round the corners even more, something like this, and reduce the white to 2.5. We will play with the height a bit later. So what we need to do is to remove the outline and give it some shadow. We will select center shadow, remove the transparency and make it blur to 15. Okay, something like that. So now if you click on the shape, you go back in the fill here. If you click on slide background fill, then it will take the picture that's in the background. So whether you move it here or here, it will have the identical background. So we need a couple of them. You can add as many as you want. We don't have text for this presentation, so I can add 5 or even 6 of them. Let's see how it works. Try to put them at the same distance between them. So, okay, yeah, I'll go with 6 this time. So PowerPoint shows you that the distance is equal if you see. So we have 6 rectangles here. The next step we will do is we want to add a bit of difference between these rectangles and the background picture. So to do that, we will go into Insert and add a layer between the background and the shapes. We will remove the outline, we don't need it, and send it to the back. By sending it to the back, it gets between the background and the shapes. So now all we need to do is to make this background with gradient fill, and I will use 3 gradient stops. One on the left, one on the right, and one exactly in the middle, so 50% right in the middle. And I would like them black. So since we have all the elements here, we would like this side darker and this a bit more transparent. So that we will select this to right. Then we will start making it transparent. So I would say around 50% should be enough. Like you can make it 54, 56. Then the middle one should be half of the first one. I would say 26, 28. About. And this one, let's give it 10%, around 11, which should be enough as well. So now we have this nice slide, but we still need to add icons here. So this is what we're going to do now. So we will arrange them in the same order as the slides are. So this is the picture number 1, this is the picture number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's put them at the same distance between them. Okay. Right. This one. Like that. And move them a bit lower. Something like that. The next step is to avoid doing that on all the slides. What we're doing now, guys, is that we're doing all the job on slide number 1, and after we will simply copy paste this on all of the slides. So now what we want to do is to link these icons to each of the slides. So if we click on the icon, right click on the icon, hyperlink, place in this document, and that will display all the slides we have in this document. So that's for slide number 1, that's the slide number 2, slide number 3, and so on. Okay. And I don't have any text to add for this presentation, so I will simply add just one line. Something like this. To make it look nicer, I will add a bit of space. Like that. Okay, they're too close, so we might want to move them a bit to the side. Like that. Okay. And let's add some reflection to it. Okay. Looks good. Now what we need to do is click Ctrl A, that selects all the elements, Ctrl C, and then we go on each slide and click Ctrl V. That will copy all the work we did. Right, so moving back to slide number 1, we have all them linked here, but we would like to highlight the icon that represents this slide, in this case this one, so we would like to enlarge it a bit, sorry. So we make it 3.4, place it here, and we will do the same here. 3.4. And we're doing the same on all of the slides. like this. So we enlarge this icon, but also what we can do is to make the rest a bit transparent, so we exactly know which one we are on. So once we remove the transparency on this one, we can click F4 on the rest and it will copy the previous action. That saves a bit of time. Right? Okay. Next thing I want to do is to resize this, because when we will add the morph transition, we want to see the movement between them. So we want to make these rectangles different, of the different size each slide. So let's make it like that. I will do random. It will all depend on the picture in the background, how much you want to show it. And once we finish resizing these rectangles, we will adjust them, align them to the middle of each slide. And I will show you how that can be done very fast. Okay, so to align them to the middle, we simply select all the shapes, go shape format, align, and select align middle. And to avoid going in all this menu again, we use the repeated action, F4. All you need to do is just to select the shapes and press F4 on each of the slide. Okay. The last probably thing we need to do for this presentation is to add the morph transition that will create all the movement. Okay, and I would do it 1 second to all of the slides. So I selected all the slides, went to transition, morph, and 1 second, and it will apply this duration on all the slides. So let's see the result. So you can see when you hover over the icon on the left, you will have the ability to click on it. So by clicking on icon number 4, you are directed to slide number 4. And there is a pretty nice transition caused by the morph effect. So if you need back to slide number 2, you can go back to slide number 2. You can make them faster, the transition faster, you can make transitions slower. You can play around with the duration of the morph transition. Looks very nice. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video and find it useful, please give it a like, comment, share with friends, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.